Hello everyone, my name is Megan Rose and I am a freshman at SUNY Delhi studying in the Vet Tech program. The career that I will be presenting today is veterinarian, and I chose this career because hopefully, fingers crossed, I will become one day. Alright, in this slide you will see 3 pictures of my cat Precious. We all call her Kitty though. As you can see, she does like to sleep and she is a bit chubby, so sometimes I'll call her Chubs. Alright, here is a veterinary principle. You can find all these principles at the AVMA website. There are 9 principles total, and this is just the second one. This principle is just saying you have to be competent in order to take care of animals, and you have to have compassion and respect of both animals and humans. A lot of people think that veterinarians just take care of animals. However, that's not the case. It's about animals and humans. Veterinarians need to inform the pet's owners on how to take care of their animal if their animal is sick. For example, if that animal needs a prescription, the veterinarian will tell the owner how many times a day that prescription needs to be administered. So, veterinarians is not just about animals, it's about animals and humans. Okay, here's a picture I found on Google. It's a day in the life of a veterinarian. I chose this picture because it just gave like a general idea of what a veterinarian is, but it does not describe every veterinarian. As you can see right here, it says scientific aptitude and a background in zoology and biology. The problem here is zoology. Not all veterinarians are going to want to take care of zoo animals, so not all of them need to have an aptitude in zoology. So this picture does not describe every veterinarian. It's just like a general idea of what a veterinarian would be. Okay, education and experience. 98% of veterinarians have a doctorate degree. The other 2% have a master's degree. To get either of these degrees, you need to go to veterinary school. There are 33 accredited veterinary schools in the United States, and 2 of those are in New York. One of them is Cornell, the other one is Long Island University. Typically, it would take 7 to 8 years of schooling total, and the 7 to 8 years all depend on the school you're going to and the program that they have. After you get your degree, you're going to need to take a license exam. That exam is called the NAVLE, or North American Veterinary License Exam. Once you pass this exam, you will get your license, and then you could go look for jobs. And you don't need any experience required to become a veterinarian. You just need your degree and your license. Okay, salary and benefits. Salary and benefits all depend on where you work and the demand. So privately owned facilities might have better salary and benefits than a publicly owned one. And if you're self-employed, you would have to provide your own salary and your own benefits. Also, if there's a high demand, let's say in New Jersey for veterinarians and a low demand in New York for veterinarians, you might get paid more and have better benefits in New Jersey since there's a higher demand of veterinarians rather than in New York, if that makes sense. So a couple examples of benefits is you could create your own schedule, there's insurance coverage, paid holidays, paid vacations, pension plans, retirement plans. Those are just a few examples of benefits. And salary. For annual salary in the United States for veterinarians, the median is $95,000, the high is $160,000, and the low is $58,000. Okay, working conditions and hours. As I said before, all depends on where you work and the demand. So, however, for all veterinarians, it's going to be high pay and high stress. It's always going to be high stress because all veterinarians have pretty much the control of whether or not an animal lives or dies. So it's very stressful. Most veterinarians work over 40 hours a week, and most respond to emergencies whether they're on duty or off duty. As I said before, it all depends on where you work and the demand. Okay, job outlook. There is a positive job outlook for veterinarians. It's 16 to 18%. There is a range, but it all depends on what website you look. There is a high demand for veterinarians. Why? This is because veterinary schools are very competitive. Also, they're very expensive. If a person wants to become a veterinarian but doesn't have the money or the grades, they're not going to become a veterinarian. Instead, they'll either get an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree, and that would most likely make them like a vet technician. That's why there's a high demand of veterinarians, but not a lot of people can become them. Alright, summary. After 4 years at SUNY Delhi, I'm planning, fingers crossed, I'm planning on going to Cornell. And then after that, I hope to work in a public or privately owned business for like a veterinary hospital. After I gain experience, I hope to own my own hospital. And then I could create my own salary, my own benefits, my own work hours, all that. When I did all this research, I did expect all this. I know it's very hard to get into veterinary schools, and I did expect the high pay, high stress. So it wasn't a surprise when I did all this research. But I still hope to become a veterinarian one day. Alright, if you made it this far, I would just like to thank you. And if you are at SUNY Delhi, I will see all of you in the springtime. Bye!